Welcome to Unveiling Beauty, the video podcast that focuses on your beauty and self-care. I'm Anna Manukian, your host today, and as a beauty enthusiast, I love all the things that make us feel and look our best. Joining me today is two people I'm really excited to introduce to you today. Beto Sanchez, not only are you a design team member, you are a GHD artist, and I'm so excited to hear all the things you're going to show us about today. And Meredith Kirkland, you're a national education manager for GHD. I'm actually really excited about this conversation because I know everything, from a director of education standpoint. I can't wait to learn from you. Beto, I know the stages you're on. I know the products that you're excited about. I know who you are as an artist. And so I'm so really curious about when you think about 2023. I know GHD is about to change the hair game, and I can't wait to hear it first on Unveiling Beauty. Tell me what you got going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this year we're very excited because GHD has a massive innovation, not just in our brand, which is like one of the most luxurious, beautiful brands, but also we have something that is changing the game for styling. It's something that is very new for anything hair tools related. And, to me, it's really, really big to maintain the integrity of the hair, the color, longevity as a hairstylist behind the chair. So I think we're doing something really great. Meredith, you want to talk about it?
Absolutely. It is so exciting. This tool is the first of its kind to combine air and heated plates to take you from wet to styled with one tool and no damage. It is unbelievable. And I am so excited that we have the opportunity to share with you the brand new innovation, the GHD Duet Style.
So wet to dry or wet to styled. Am I hearing you correctly?
You sure are. From wet to styled with no damage.
That's pretty incredible. You know what I'm hearing, right? And you guys can all visualize that.
And no steam, I swear.
Not the TikTok of the flat iron burning
no
the hair.
steam.
No, this is no damage.
No damage. So tell me about the feature. How does it work? Because I know this innovation has been in the making for many years. How did you finally do it?
Absolutely. Do you want me to give you a little tour of the tool?
Oh my gosh, please do.
Would that be okay?
I would love a tour.
Perfect. So I am going to pick up this white version here. It does come in black and white, and you guys can get yours in white in store at Ulta Beauty and black online as well as white. So let me give you a little tour of the Duet Style. So as you see inside, there are 4 plates. These plates are heated when you're in the drying mode to a safe temperature for damp hair. Then just inside that, you see this beautiful honeycomb, and this is where the air exits the tool. What is really unique about this tool is a lot of times with tools that take you from wet to styled, the heating element is going to be somewhere in the base, and then that air is going to travel down to the end, and it will be a lower temperature the farther it gets away from the place it's being heated. With Duet Style and our air fusion technology, the air is constantly being monitored, so you get the perfect velocity, the perfect volume, and the perfect temperature from the base all the way to the end while you're drying your hair. We also think of everything because we're GHD. On the outside here are root drying vents. So they're recycling the air from inside and it's exiting at a lower temperature so that you're able to dry your roots while you dry your hair.
So walk me through it. So let's say I wash, shampoo, and condition my hair. I towel dry it. I come out of the shower. I pick up the tool, and what do I do?
Oh, I will take you through it. So we're going to begin with towel dried hair, and it is a simple process. You are simply going to work in about 1-inch sections, typically from the bottom up. Mm-hmm. You're going to insert the tool at your root and pause for 2 to 3 seconds. That allows those root drying vents to do their job. And then you're going to work at a beautiful, slow and steady pace down the strand and repeat until your hair is dry.
That's it.
That's it. But there's another mode.
Go on.
We have a second step with Duet Style. It is the perfect duet, I promise. Right? And Beto, I cannot wait for you guys to see the model that he finished for you and have him talk about all the different ways that you can style. So once you have completely dried all of your hair, you've completed the drying mode, mm-hmm. Then you have the option to turn Duet Style into Shine Shot mode.
Shine shot mode.
Shine shot mode.
Tell me
All
more.
right. So there is a little button here on the front, and you will leave the tool on.
Okay.
You will press and hold this button for 4 seconds. the motor will turn off, and the plates will increase to 365 degrees. If you are familiar with GHD, you know that all of our tools are preset to that optimum styling temperature because it is the perfect temperature for all hair types to be styled. So you press Shine Shot down, the motor turns off, the plates increase to 365, and you have just turned Duet Style into a double-plated styler that you can use to finish your look and add even more shine. Or you can use it for day 2, day 3, like a lot of us, day 4, day 5. It is completely up to you.
I'm really curious about all the things that you can actually do with it, Beto. I'd love to see some examples of what you're able to do.
Yeah, I got to experience it before when it was sent to me a couple days ago. And it's a brand new tool even for myself. And one of the things that I experience is, like Meredith was pointing out, this root drying vents. It's kind of like incredible to be able to set the styler like really close to the roots and there's zero discomfort. So to me, for example, I work behind the chair full time at the salon at Ulta Beauty. And one of the things that I really enjoy is to have now available this tool so I can do kind of like a prep dry. The hair goes as perfectly from wet to style, even before the shine shot. So I can do perhaps like a haircut and then go into shine shot to do either like a really sleek and smooth, shiny hair, or I can do a voluminous blowout look just like I did with Meredith. So it's all with one tool. So I feel like it's kind of like something that I've never experienced before. And using it is so easy. It really didn't take any sort of like adjustment. As long as you know when to use the drying mode, and then once it's dry, use the shine shot. That's really the only thing that you need to know. It's pretty incredible. It's so easy to use.
Tell me about the timing. So if, because with my hair, I have to blow it out and then I have to, use a little bit of a flat iron. I've got to use a curling iron. Like I usually use 3 different tools to get anything that I need on my hair and take some time to do so. Tell me about the timing of this.
I think it was pretty easy, and not just the timing because you're basically doing all of the styling and smoothing in one single step. The vents have ultra concentrated angled, so what happens is it's creating alignment in the strands. So it's creating this blow dry that is super smooth and super sleek to the touch, and the finish is immediately shiny.
That's actually a really important point because, so many of us struggle. I know I'm a hairdresser and I still struggle with getting my hair because it looks good today. However, it can be very big and very frizzy. And I struggle with getting the cuticle down well enough for it to really continue to stay polished. Because the minute I go outside, there's a little bit of humidity, it goes poof. So the fact that the vents are concentrated to that direction flow, for so many of us who struggle with creating that polish, this is going to be a game changer. I'm so excited to try it.
It also follows the same technology as GHD, where people that have really coarse hair or highly textured hair, you only need to grab sections that are a little bit smaller, so it's a little bit more manageable. So I was able to even practice with different hair textures, and the only thing that it took is for me to grab sections that were a little bit finer, and the styler worked perfectly. So either the drying mode or the shine shot, it was seamless. And most of the times it will only be like 3 or 4 passes and the hair goes from towel dry to fully styled.
I was going to ask you about not only textures, but hair density. And then what about for really lightened hair? Is there anything that you would do differently on hair that's overall compromised?
Well, I think the really great news for all hair types, but specifically for the ones that are prone to damage. So think about your fine hair, your highly processed hair. We actually have the claim of no damage with this styler.
Absolutely. It is unbelievable, the fact that we can claim no damage. And that was tested with 4 passes in the wet to styled mode and then repeated 100 times to mimic a year's worth of usage. And there was no difference between the hair that was dried with Duet Style versus naturally dried hair. I want to touch on something you said a minute ago.
Tell me.
You talked about softness. And with this tool, you can get softness that lasts for up to 48 hours. But it's because of the way that it dries the hair. And I think you are going to appreciate this and you're going to absolutely love it. So when we step out of the shower and our hair is damp and then we towel dry it, within our hair, we're going to have 2 types of moisture. We have our bound moisture, which is the moisture that lives within our hair strand. And then we have our unbound moisture, which is that moisture that's sitting on the external part of the hair strand before we dry our hair. GHD Duet Style focuses on drying just the unbound moisture, but locking in your bound moisture. So keeping your hair full of its natural moisture when you dry your hair. So for those of us that do have a tendency to, have hair that maybe likes to grow when we step outside in humid climates. I am one of those girls, so I totally understand that. This really helps with that because your hair remains full of its own natural moisture, so it doesn't get thirsty and reach out into the atmosphere to grab
Help get
Yes,
more moisture
exactly.
back.
Help.
Yes,
I love
yes.
that. So it's a really beautiful way of drying the hair, and the shine and the softness will last 4 days.
I can't wait to try it. And I know you've got some things to show us. So I'd love to see what you worked on.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to show you a few videos of how we were styling our model and how we used our beautiful tool. I think you can see now. Okay, so we went from fully wet into towel dried. We also made sure that the hair was already detangled. I must say, we did not use any single product to prep hair. So there's products that you can use, but honestly, like the tool did the job itself, and I thought it was pretty incredible. So I went through with the hair and just detangled it with a brush. And then we went ahead and started the drying mode. So the drying mode starts by flipping that switch from off to on. And then you will see, just like any other GHD tool, it starts blinking, which means it's starting. And actually, if the audio is available,
It is such a quiet tool.
it's such a quiet tool. So you will know that the tool is ready to start drying because the motor starts. But we were talking sometimes about what the experience at the salon sometimes it would be when you're drying the hair. And if you compare the noise of a blow dryer to the Duet Style, there's just absolutely no comparison. My model and I, we were just like talking through it, and we were just like having a conversation. It's so quiet. And that is all thanks to the motor that was specifically customized for this tool.
Now, how many passes would it be for the hair to get dry?
In this case, it was only 3 passes. The hair is medium texture, and we just towel dried. And as you can see in the video, I actually went really close to the root. We usually let it sit for about 2 to 3 seconds to make sure that the root is dry. And that was the second pass. So it's pretty incredible that even before the shine shot, the hair already feels so shiny, smooth. And the numbers don't lie, right? Like all the testing that we do for our tools is to really make sure that all of the claims, in this case of no damage, are really honored, and you can feel it in the hair right away.
Absolutely. It is so quiet. I love that. I'm glad you mentioned that about being in the salon because it's nice to be able to have a conversation when you're getting your hair styled as a guest, but also as a stylist. And some of our initial feedback when people tried this tool was, oh my goodness, I can listen to a podcast while I'm drying my hair. So perfect for this situation today.
Yeah, and in this case, this was the second step, which is the shine shot. We saw on the first step, which is the drying mode, how smooth it already feels. Shine should just like seals the deal, right?
Absolutely.
So that is one of the steps that actually locks in the moisture. Just like Meredith was saying, all of the humidity and all of the water has already left the hair. So all of the moisture that is supposed to live inside of the hair is being locked in by the drying mode, and then just adding this extra shine with the shine shot with the same tool.
Really important to call out the fact that there's no product in the hair, though.
It was incredible.
Because even from the screen, and I know, even seeing the model across the room earlier, is you can tell the shine, you can tell the healthiness of the hair, as well the suppleness of the softness and all of it. But the fact that there was no finishing product is quite exceptional.
Yeah, you can actually see the model right here.
Yes.
If you want to step in.
Come on.
Welcome, my love.
Hello.
So, I think we were all surprised because she was also mentioning, like, it's crazy that I don't have any sort of product to prep the hair. She's also never seen anything before where, like, the hair went to wet to style in 2 simple steps from one tool. And GHD is pretty innovative with technology. We've launched a few of the tools, always making sure that we're maintaining the integrity of the hair. But I think that this is just a different thing, right? Like
It
this
is a whole new category, a whole new revolution in tech beauty. And we are so glad that we're able to enter this category with a tool that is so revolutionary.
It's really exciting. It's very rich. Now,
Did you feel it?
I did feel it. Oh, absolutely. I felt
Amazing.
it. Now, for anybody that may not know, what does GHD stand for?
I am so glad you asked that. GHD stands for Good Hair Day. So I think we have definitely lived up to our name with this new innovation.
I think you absolutely have. Thank you so much for being here. This
Amazing.
was truly, I can't wait to try this. And I think you really are changing the game in 2023.
Absolutely. Can't wait to use it at
fantastic.
the salon too. I think it's pretty great for stylists and for consumers. You're all going to love it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining for another episode of Unveiling Beauty. To purchase your very own GHD Duet Style, visit your local Ulta Beauty store, or you can get the black or white version online. And you know how I feel about sharing. Sharing is absolutely caring. If you want to have a chance to win something really special from GHD, please comment on what your favorite takeaway from today's episode was, and a lucky winner will be selected. As always, until next time, stay beautiful, be healthy, and be you.